friends, how are you? On this Thursday, we are starting to get a lot of bad weather, and I thought I'd come on here and Facebook Live, putting away all of my goodies that I purchased from Sims Pottery, and I thought I would just share them with you, show you what I purchased, just to kind of give you an inside look. I couldn't go live from inside of the Sims Pottery. Because number one, I was physically exhausted. They worked me to death. I was seriously exhausted, working a couple nights till 10. But it was fun. It was so much fun. I learned a ton. I learned a lot. I was with Angeline. I think her last name was Tipton, and she was a professional florist, way over my head with knowledge, and ran circles around me. Was creating. But it was fun. I learned a lot. And since I couldn't do a Facebook Live there, I thought I would come on here live and show you all of the good things that I purchased. And of course, you know, as soon as I hit that go live button, the dogs have to bark. It just never fails. So if you're new to the page, welcome. I'm Julie Samaka with Southern Charm Wreaths, where we make beautiful wreaths and teach you how to make and sell them. I can't wait to show you what I have. A bunch of good stuff. Now, I'm not going to give you the SKU numbers or item numbers or anything like that, but I'll show you what I have, and I can tell you the names of them. That might help you in your search for your items. Okay, I've got my little phone over here so I can see your comments. Brenda's like, we could see how much you were working. Yeah, girl, I was working. I was working it. And are we going to have internet issues? Let's see. It's going in and out. It could be that wind outside, but you know, that's just what I say it is. Hopefully it will help. It'll keep going. But we're going to think positive thoughts. All right, here we go. Internet work. This is the first thing. This is a plastic pointed leaf. I love this. All right, so this has, I was going to see if I had it. They had it in purple. Shoot, I didn't bring it over here. They had the same leaf in purple. It's got just a purple tip on it. I loved this one. This is a really cute bush. I used this in a lot of the designs that I did at Sims Pottery. This was fun to use. It's 12 pieces, and it's called Plastic Pointed Leaf. So I loved this. The other thing that I used a ton of, and I also ordered a ton of, are these bamboo stems. Let's see if it tells you how many come in there. It says, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, so this has 12 pieces to it, and it's called, they're calling it the bamboo stem. So if you take it off, whenever I purchase anything, I try to see where I can separate it. So I can separate it here in 3 places. So we've got one stem here, one stem there, one stem here. If I need it even shorter, I can cut it there, and then I can cut it, you know, there to divide it up. So I loved this. This is the bamboo. I used it in a lot of designs that I created when I was there at Sims. And the other thing that I liked was this, what do they call this? Silk Jade Fern stem. Well, this one's not right. They calling that a ranunculus, and that does not look like ranunculus. I got these. They look like those real tiny flowers. Maybe forget-me-nots. Lost the connection. Are we still live? We'll see. Come on, internet. Work with me. Work with me. Making sure I'm still live. All All right, so this is a maybe a pink forget-me-not or whatever, but that's not what they're calling it on their website. They're probably going to call it Silk Jade Fern. It's got, they have these in white, and they have these in the deep purple right here, and they have it in, yeah, here's the white. Plastic forget-me-not. So they're all labeled differently for some reason. But these are the plastic forget-me-nots, and they're all in these different colors. Don't you just love these? I love this because it could be filler flowers. Really good for filler flowers. So I like that. The other thing I liked were these hanging or long white plants. They're the green with the long white on them. White berries, let me see what they call these. They call these just the hanging white tip greenery, 22-inch. I loved this. Okay, so I incorporated a lot of this in my designs when I was there. So this is really fun. And I'm having internet issues, you guys, so just bear with me. More greenery that I used was this plastic leaf bush. Don't be afraid to use plastic, you guys. My gosh, plastics come a long way. It holds up really well outside. It's great for filling in, adding dimension, shape to your designs. So we've got that one. Isn't that cool? Love it. The other thing that I found were these cute, let's see what they're calling it exactly, mini eucalyptus. But, you know, you put these in a spring wreath and you call it boxwood. Ain't nobody going to know the difference. No one will know the difference but you. But I like these smaller bushes. They're perfect for the wreath making size. Let's see, the other thing I have for greenery is this plastic pine. I love this because even though it's pine, it's an evergreen, so it works really well for spring. It has really good filler, just really, really good bush. So I bought more of these. I use these also a lot in the design. Let's see if I can zoom in just a hair more. All right, so the other things, now let's move on. So that's pretty much all of the greenery. I got a lot more. I've got some with purple stems. Oh, I forgot. The other bush that I really, really liked. All right, so here's one with the purple tips. And this is called just a plastic leaf bush. It's got the purple on the tips. And you know purple is like the color this year. So that is going to look really cute in a wreath. And then I have... they're calling this hops. Does anybody else think of beer when I say that? Hops. Just wondering. But anyway, this is fun, 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 fun filler. I'm going to try to get this a little closer. You can see the little tips of this hops bush. It's got a fun pattern on it, and it's got different colors of green that will look really, really good in a wreath. Just plays on all of the different green and colors. So don't forget to switch up your color on your greenery. Okay, so the other things we have are the cherry blossoms that I use all the time in all of my designs. So I got purple and white. I'm not sure if they had other colors. They typically do. But I already had some, you know, orange and stuff like that in my stash, so I didn't get any more of that. But I love these. These are just the cherry blossoms. They have 10 on a stem. And don't forget, you know, you want to shape every little stem that you use in your designs. Make sure you add some character to it to make it look real. And the other things that I purchased, let me get my tools out of the way, was this rose bush. It's in pink and white, and they're just calling it rose bush. Love this. Love these colors. I just love this whole bush. So this could be a whole wreath in itself. I love that. The other thing I purchased were these daffodils. I got a couple bushes of these, and there's 18 on here. I liked these daffodils because they keep their shape right. They're just very good at keeping their shape. They're not mashed or smashed or anything like that. So I liked this bush. I also got, I'm trying to hurry you guys so the internet doesn't die. Then I'll come and look at your questions. I also purchased these really long cherry blossoms. So I got a couple of these. They have them in pink, and I have got some in white. These are going to be really pretty in my wreaths. I can just attach them in 3 places and be done. So this will be really fun to include in a wreath. That's going to be coming up in Wreath Making of the Month Club. Yay! I also got a bunch of these tulips. I don't know if you can see behind me. I mean, just tons and tons of tulips in this color. And then I also got them in the orange or the peach and the tangerine color. So these are really good if you're into those tulip wreaths or just incorporating fun tulips. I love this because this can transition to summer, these colors. So if you're into the tulip wreaths or just adding tulips to your spring designs. I also purchased a lot of these daisies. I loved these daisies. I can see a whole wreath with nothing but these daisies. I don't see, they have them by the stem, but you can see there's 3, 4, 5, 6 little buds on the stem. The reason I really liked these is because it shows the whole life cycle of the stem. So it shows them when they're, you know, small, just in bud form. Then you've got some smaller ones that are starting to open, and then you've got some larger ones. So I loved this stem. I've got a lot of these. I also purchased a couple of these. It's coming to me. Forsythia bushes. So these are fun. Even though they're a little long for wreath making, you can just cut them. They're perfect for flower designs or something like that. But if you want to, you can just divide them in half, which I did. Used that when I was designing at Sims. Here's another daisy. And then they have these really pretty ranunculus bushes that have different colors. So this one is this color. And I don't think I purchased the other color, but they had another color I worked with too. So I liked these. I mean, this could be a whole wreath right there with the flowers, just about. And then other things I got were, let's see if I can get over here. I have a couple of Easter sprays. So I've got this one with the cute Easter eggs on here in the lavender color. And then I've got this one, which is the 24.5-inch Easter egg spray. I love this. Love, love, love these. So much Easter fun. I can't wait to use these. I've got to use them fast too. So that's kind of cool to incorporate in my designs. Here's some more of this. Let's see what other ones I got. Oh yeah, I liked this one. So this one is the 24-inch egg spray. So they've got this one on their website that I liked and I purchased. I can't wait to use that one. Let's see what else I got. And then I got all these, I got a bunch of these Easter egg bundles. So I'm just going to incorporate these into my wreaths, and I can't wait to do that. Love the colors. I love how this one matches. So I can use the sprays in a wreath and then incorporate these little bundles too to fill in where they're not covered up. So I loved those. Brenda Coates asked, did I stick to my budget? I did. I absolutely did. I'm so proud. All right, so what else do we have? What else did we get? We've got ribbon. So we got some, I got this brown and white polka dot. I also got it in purple and orange. And I loved this one I got of the black and the white and the neutral. So this is just a neutral ribbon, perfect for adding a touch of whimsy to your wreaths for this spring. And we got a couple of the stripes. They had all these different colors. These are the colors I purchased. I got some more of this because I ran out. We've got a lot of lime green already in the shop. I loved this. the lime green, hot pink, and purple. This is such a fun spring ribbon. And then I loved this design where it has a touch of the linen or the burlap color with the pretty ribbon down the center of it. And also I loved this one. So I'm thinking these are going to be amazing combo together. Don't you think? The brown stripe and the brown polka dot. I love mixing and matching patterns. So what else did I get? So that was the ribbon. Of course, they have tons of other ribbon. I just, you know, I already have so much that I just don't need to be buying any more ribbon for a while. Let's see, what else? What else? I purchased some moss wreaths that are going to be fun to use in our designs in the Wreath Making of the Month Club. So this is going to be so much fun to use. It's so pretty because now you don't have to cover the whole thing, and it's still going to be very pretty, very pretty. What else? Oh wait, we've got all these down here. So we purchased this freesia bush. I love the purple in here. I think I purchased also some purple colored wisteria, and I love these lily. It's a lily bush, but it has the pinks or the peaches and the oranges colored in it. It's really, really pretty. I loved using this bush and this bush when I was there last week. What else did I get? I've got mums. These are all of the color of the mums that I purchased. Real pretty and vibrant colors. And then we have a delphinium bush. So this is going to be really fun to incorporate in. Ooh, ah. Ooh, ah. Let's see, what else? What else? I think the last thing I'm going to show you are the wreaths. So I've got some oval grapevine wreaths and some regular, 16 and 18-inch grapevine wreaths. But I also purchased some pre-made boxwood wreaths, which will be really easy to incorporate some fun, fast items into my Etsy shop. So this is going to be easy. When you ever are creating things for a shop, you always want to start with not always, but sometimes you want to start with something that's done a lot of it for you. And so this is already done a lot for me, and all I have to do is finish it up. And here is another one. That is the square. So I loved these. They have these in all these different sizes. So they have a couple sizes in the square, and then these came in all different sizes. I'm not sure what size this one is. Probably the 16. Looks like the 16-inch. And this is like 20-inch. So these are going to be really fun to use. And I think that's it. I think that is it. So now I can look at your questions real quick, knowing that I got through everything that I wanted to show off my stash from Sims Pottery. Let's see. Yep, everything is from Sims this time, Tammy. Heather, boxwood wreaths came from Sims Pottery. How much are the boxwood wreaths, girl? That is beyond my pay grade. I do not know. I swear I don't look at the prices half the time. I just was putting it in my cards, made sure my total was at my budget. So yeah, I don't know. You'd have to go online and look. Do you know how much to purchase? I would want it all. Yeah, that's why I came on here and showed you, because sometimes when you get on their website, it's hard to see and envision. The other thing I got was a pre-made cotton bowl wreath that I'm going to incorporate and jazz up for the Wreath of the Month Club. But you don't know until you get it in your hands and you touch it and you hold it and you use it. Let's see. Any other questions? I did get a couple signs. Yes, ma'am. The wreath making club is going to be right here. Well, I'm just checking your questions. Let's see. Sims Pottery is wholesale, so you'll need your resale license number in order to purchase from them. Everything was purchased from Sims Pottery. Huh. All right, my daffodils weren't flattened, Michael, when I got mine. That's why I loved these, because they were so thick, they kept their shape. My dog is coughing up a hairball. So the other thing, you typically just, I don't know if I could, I'm trying to decide what I would say to that. Do not know if I have a good tip for shaping it. Just use it anyway. How do I store my flowers? Girl, you don't want to see the mess I got. They are, right now, I'm just finding anything I can put them in vertically so that I can see. I have them in, you know, those clear bins, but they're standing straight up so that I can see them. So in other words, so here is a small trash can full of greenery. You know what I'm saying? So that way I can just look in. Oh, here's a, I forgot to talk to you about this one. This is the dandelion bush. Gosh, I love this one. Used this one so much. Love that. Look how pretty that white is. So Nikki's asking if when I unpack, do I make an inventory and list of with what you paid right away? I used to do that, and then it got to be a lot of time. If you have the time, definitely that's a good way to do it. I typically just keep the receipt on my email and look at it there. Let's see, I lost connection. And we're back. We're back, I think. So I just keep the receipt in my email, and then I can refer back to it that way when I use it in my designs. All right, so Tammy's saying they have black buckets too that you could use for storing your items in. Let's get back to wreath making, Teresa. Absolutely. All right, you guys, I think that was all the questions. If I missed them, I'll come back in. Thank you for joining me. I know we had a little internet hiccup every now and then, but thank you again for joining me. And let me know if you have any questions. Again, if you have a wholesale license, I definitely suggest checking out the Sims Pottery. They have 2 locations, North Carolina and Georgia. Go to simspotteryinc.com to learn more information about them and all of the fun stuff that I ordered all of this online. All right, but if you're local to them or you're within driving distance, definitely go and check them out, because they have a lot of stuff that they don't list online, and it's just fun to just see everything that they have. All right, you guys, thanks so much for joining me. Y'all have a blessed day.